Y'all know I love a good sale. And Sephora's sale is starting, and depending on what tier you are, that kind of dictates what discount you get. I have no idea what tier I am right now. Will I be buying a couple items? I do have a couple items on my wish list, so if they're available in store, I'll grab them. I'm not really too pressed on getting stuff online, but I do have a couple things I do want. But here are my recommendations. These are products I have been using and absolutely loving, and like if you're looking for something of this category, this is what I recommend. So I'm actually going to start with skincare. This is the Inky List Bioactive Ceramide Repairing and Plumping Moisturizer. This stuff's amazing. I have very, very, very dry skin, and I have like kind of like a damaged skin barrier. And I've just been applying this. There's no fragrance. It's a very simple moisturizer. I mean, you can see how much I've used if the lighting will allow me to see it, because on my viewfinder, it doesn't look like I'm showing you anything. But I'm more than halfway through this, and I've been using this like both morning and night. I really love it. I think it's $20 at Sephora, and then depending on whatever discount you have, this will be cheaper, but it's already affordable to begin with. But you know, a little extra discount never hurt. But I really do truly love this moisturizer, and I always look for products with like probiotics or some type of like ferment to it, because my skin really responds well to that. Like my Lancome Genifique serum has like a specific ferment. I forgot what the name is off the top of my head, but I always look for those types of ingredients, and I just really, really love this product, and it's very hydrating. Next up are foundations. I have two to recommend. So I haven't really tried very many new high-end foundations, just because I have so many high-end ones. I don't really want to like, you know, like if I have a lot of Tom Ford foundations, I have a lot of Estee Lauder foundations, and I don't really want to spend as much on any other foundations. But I did try this one actually today, like when I did this makeup. I absolutely love this. I really wish I did try Dior foundations sooner. I've always heard that Dior foundations are fantastic. I just didn't want to shell out that kind of money to get one, especially since I have so many. But I went and tried the matte one. This is a Dior Forever, and I have the shade 2WO. I'm like a warm olive, and this is beautiful. It's like it's slightly warmer and slightly deeper than I am, but it's really nice, and it has like a really nice smell to it. If you're sensitive to fragrance, this isn't for you, but for me, it doesn't bug my skin. But I really do love it. I have it on right now, and I just have like, it actually sets down to a matte finish, which most foundations don't, because once I layer on like my moisturizer, my SPF and everything, which I did have on today with this, it never actually sets down to an actual matte. I'll be posting this makeup tutorial soon after this video, so keep an eye out for that so you can see like my first impressions, how it blends out and everything in the coverage. But I really truly do love this foundation. I really do wish I tried this sooner. I don't know if I'll ever try the Dewy foundation, just because that's not something I like. But this, if you love a nice matte foundation, that's a beautiful one. And you get a pretty decent sized bottle, I feel. Okay, the other foundation that I have to recommend is the Hourglass Ambient Soft Glow Foundation. Whoa, this stuff, oh my gosh. This stuff is like a filter in a bottle. Like when I put this on, I think I wore this in the video where I used like the Dior Everyday Smoky Essentials palette. Oh my gosh, my face looks like a filter in that video and in real life. I don't do glowy foundations, as I've mentioned many, many times before, but this is about as glowy as I'll go. Like this, it's almost like a luminous matte finish. I hate dewy finish foundations. I just look greasy. It just doesn't suit me at all. But this is just so beautiful. I have the shade 6.5. This is much tanner than me, but I've made it work. You know, like I did use this foundation when I did have a little bit more of a tan, and I do plan on using this more as I get my tan back. But this is so, so, so beautiful. Really love it. But this I recommend for someone who's looking for like a glow, but not like a dewy, greasier looking glow. Okay, and then this, I feel like most people can recommend this. This has just been around for years, and it's tried and true and tested and loved by many. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup. I don't have any pumps for this. I know you can buy pumps, but I haven't done that yet, and I actually need to soon. But this is the shade 3N2. This is not my shade. I just pulled this out from my professional kit. But I think I am in the shade 2W1. Whatever the shade is, Ecru, that one is mine. And that's my shade when I have completely lost my tan. So I really do like to mix these together. That's why I have a lot of these shades, but I do keep this in my professional kit for clients. So I have a nice array of this. So this is pricey. So if you are looking to, like, if you've been wanting this, this is a good sale to buy it with. And then I might pick up a couple more shades for my professional makeup kit. Okay, next is concealer. I haven't really tried very many concealers recently, but I did use the Hourglass Vanish Concealer, and I have the shade Oat, and this is amazing. I know people either love it or hate it, and I feel like the people that hate it are people that have drier under eyes. And I typically do have drier under eyes, but because I put on so many moisturizers and layers on, I haven't had a problem. Some people get like a lot of creasing, but I don't really apply it completely right underneath my under eye. Like where my shadow kind of ends, that's kind of where my concealer starts. So this doesn't really even go to those areas where I would get creasing. So I think that's just my experience, but this is a very full coverage concealer. It is a thicker formula than a lot of concealers I've used, but it's not like overly thick. This does blend out beautifully and it dries fast. I do prefer products that dry fast because most of the time I'm in a hurry. But this actually sets to like a true matte finish. So if you're looking for like a matte finish concealer, this is the one to try. Next up are my setting powders, and I love me the Laura Mercier setting powder. This is just in the shade Translucent, but even though it's translucent, it has like a skin tone-ish shade to it, which is why I think this works better than a lot of other setting powders that look white when you look at it. So it's just beautiful. This is very popular for a reason, but it is pricey. So if you want to pick this up during a sale, better during a sale than not. But I know TikTok Shop also has deals sometimes. If you follow me on there, the moment I see it on sale, I will tell you guys, because I check on it like daily, just so I can tell you, because I also need to restock up on this. But follow me on TikTok and Instagram. But TikTok is where I will let you know, because I have seen this on sale for like half price. But I'm just waiting for it to come back on sale again so I can let you guys know. Okay, the other under eye like setting powder that I really love to use is from Bobbi Brown. This is the Sheer Finish Pressed Powder in Pale Yellow. Now this is like the kind of, like, this is yellow where it's just kind of like warm, but it doesn't actually look like yellow on my skin. Now I am a warm olive, but yellows can really stand out sometimes. But this is just so beautiful. Now this is like for my skin tone range. If you have a deeper complexion, you might want to go to one of the deeper shades. But this, oh my God, this is just blurring and it's really beautiful. Since this is like a yellower one, I only will use this under my eyes. If I do use it on my face, it just won't, it will look a little off. It'll just look like my foundation doesn't match. But this is absolutely beautiful under the eyes. And I mean, you know, Bobbi Brown, the packaging is just always giving looks. This is pricey. I think it's around $60. So if you're looking for a nice brightening under eye pressed powder, this is a fantastic one. Okay, next for contours, bronzers. I don't really use very many cream contour bronzer products. Well, I have a couple, but this is really the only one that I truly do recommend. This is the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Shaping Stick, and I have the shade light to medium. This is just a perfect neutral shade, like on me at least. Like I can use it as like, I actually have it all over my face, but I can use it on my nose where it snatches my nose in contours. Doesn't look orange at all, but I can really warm up the perimeters of my face with this. Really nice. Yeah, this, it almost has like a hint of rosiness to it. So for paler skin tones, this is really nice, but it's not really too rosy where it looks like I just have a blush all over my face, which I have experienced, unfortunately, with a lot of bronzers. but these are absolutely beautiful. I really do love these. I'm just not a fan of the packaging because a lot of times I'll open it and it opens to the brush side, and I don't really like the brush. I prefer using like my own more defining brushes, but this is a fantastic product. I might buy a couple more just to add to my kit because and it has like a true matte finish. Like a lot of powder or like cream products don't actually have like a matte finish. Like this almost dries down to a powder. Really, really beautiful. Okay, next up are some powder bronzers. And I have 4 of these Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Divine Bronzers. I can't find the 4th one. I unfortunately could not find it after like moving a lot of makeup around. I don't know what happened to it. Maybe it's in one of my purses, but it's quite unfortunate and I don't remember what shade it was either. But these are the shades I have. This is Nude Honey. Let me just, ooh, this is kind of hard. Okay, so this one's Nude Honey. This is actually the one I have on right now. It's like my deeper one and it has like that rosy finish and it really lays well with the Makeup by Mario contour. And then this one is Naked Desire. And then my 3rd one is Bronze Dawn. Yeah, this one is my more orangey warm one and these are like my cooler toned ones. But these are the 3 shades I really do love to use often. It is unfortunate I can't remember what shade my 4th one was, but I don't know. Maybe I'll find it someday and all will be well. But it really does suck that I lost it because I really truly do love these bronzers. Like for my #1 high-end bronzer, it's this and Hermes. Hermes is not sold at Sephora, so it's not going to be included here. But these, my #1 that you can find at Sephora, easily. Nothing even comes close. Next up are blushes. I haven't honestly, well, no, that's a lie. I have purchased a lot of blushes. But the top 2 I recommend are the Patrick Ta blushes. These are the duos. I have the shade She Goes to the Gym, and during the sale I am going to pick up She's Seductive, and maybe there's another one, Not Too Much. I think I want to pick up those 2. But these do seem pricey at the start, but if you look at the pan sizes and the amount of, like, you know, you're really getting 2 products. You get a cream blush and a powder blush, and they're not exactly the same shade, so you are getting a little bit of like a color difference. But I think for like my South Asian girls or like anyone like with a tanner complexion or deeper skin tone, I think this shade She Goes to the Gym would just look so beautiful. Right now I just have on the cream shade layered on with this blush. Really nice. Now these are more pigmented. These are actually really pretty pigmented. I just prefer brushes that are buildable, but I think for the shade range and the quality of these blushes that these are high, like these are high up on my list. I really do recommend these. But I do find sometimes my packaging does get stuck. I mean, not as much anymore, but I had so much trouble getting these open that I nicked it a couple times. I don't know if you can see it, but it was unfortunate. But I really do like the Patrick Ta blush duos. The other blush I recommend, and this is because I recommend buildable ones. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Cheek to Chic Swish and Pop blusher, and I have the shade Sex on Fire. This I've had for years. I used to use like all the time before, and I haven't hit pan or anything. But I love like both these shades, and it's again like that berry tone I always go for. But this also has like the cooler pink. I can kind of vary how deep and how light I want to go. This is very buildable. Like you're not going to get much pigment as you apply, but I really do like that sometimes. Yeah. I haven't tried any of the other shades, but for anyone that's like olive skin toned or tanner like me, this is a beautiful shade. And because it's buildable, you can really just kind of layer it on and kind of create more dimension by using more or less of the inner shade. Beautiful. I do think Charlotte Tilbury products are higher priced than what I would value them at. So I think during the sale, if you want to try any Charlotte Tilbury products, that would be a good time to try, because I'm not too sure if Charlotte has, I mean, I think her website might have sales occasionally that might have good deals, but I know the new Charlotte Tilbury line that came out that have like the, we'll say, more youthful toy-like packaging. I don't really have much of an interest in that. It's just not my aesthetic. I mean, Maybe I'll see it in stores and my opinion will change, but I'm just not too sure. That's something I go for because I'm a sucker for good packaging. I mean, I will still give it a try, like swatch it out on my hands. If I do feel like I might like it, I'll try it out. But yeah, when I saw it, I just wasn't feeling it. Don't hate me for that. But I do like Charlotte's products, but they are pricier than what I'd like to pay for them. Next up, I can move on to the lips. So for lipsticks, I honestly don't really have too many I want to recommend because Pat McGrath lipsticks I love. But I have found that I get better sales on the Pat McGrath website if you just sign up for their emails. But I mean, typically I think it's like after Christmas they have fantastic deals. Like I got the matte trans lipsticks for like $12 or $10 each, and that's a hard deal to beat. So I just recommend checking the website for that. But honestly, I haven't tried very many lipsticks. I mean, I do have a couple old Charlotte Tilbury ones, but nothing too recent, nothing that's very viral, or like nothing that like is catching my eye right at this moment. But I do have a couple lip liners I want to recommend. I really want to recommend the Sephora Collection lip liners. I have talked about these multiple times before. I've done like a lip liner collection like favorites video on my YouTube channel, like the full length videos, and I have these in pretty much every single one of my videos. I can recommend a lot of the shades, but I heard Molasses is going to be discontinued, which is really sad because I really do love Molasses. So I'll probably pick up one if I can find it in stores. I just know since they had a recent sale, like these were all 50% off, that they're kind of like short on everything. So if I can find it, I will grab it because these are fantastic lip liners. Just try them. And then last I have the Makeup by Mario Ultra Suede Lip Sculpting Lip Pencil in Rich Mauve. I've been wanting to try Makeup by Mario lip products, but I got this in the birthday like gift set from Sephora. I really do like the formula and everything, so I want to go in store and swatch everything because I feel like this lasted me longer than I thought. And when I was looking at the shades online, it's just giving very like, if you look more neutral pinks, like they just had like amazing selection. So I really want to try swatching a couple of those and grabbing a couple because I really did like how this lasted. And it's creamy. It's just a fantastic, like simple lip liner. I'm not looking for like crazy, like 16-hour wear or anything, but for a lip liner to last me through, what was it? What did I eat? A whole bunch of pasta, dessert, and like 2 iced coffees. That's pretty good in my opinion. Well, that's all I had to recommend for the Sephora sale. You know, I hope if you're looking for any of these products that like I kind of gave you like a second opinion as to whether or not you should get it, which I mean, obviously in this video, they're all yeses for me. But let me know what you guys are trying to grab at the sale. I'm probably going to do a haul if I do buy more than like, let's say 4 products. I'm really trying to only buy 2, and those are the Tower 28 blushes, like the mattifying ones. I have been waiting for those for a little bit, and they finally came to Sephora. I don't know what took so long, but those are there, and I want to grab those. But if I do grab more products, I'll do a little haul, but I'm trying to be better about my spending, especially since I bought like, what, 3 of those recently? So here's me trying to be a little responsible. I'll update to let you guys know. But if you follow me on TikTok and Instagram, that's probably where everything will be posted first. I'll let you know if I failed there. But you can follow me on TikTok and Instagram. I post there all the time, a lot more often. And I'll be posting a lot more details about this sale as I go through the sale. So you can follow me there. And I do upload onto YouTube like long form videos 3 times a week. And I do upload shorts as well. It's just TikTok and Instagram sees it first. So follow me there if you really like to see my face. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you again soon.